Yo, we live. Game one. Pelicans Thunder. It's kind of like Spaces. It's YouTube. We gonna get the people up, see how everybody feeling, check the temperature. Let's just talk a little basketball, man, before the game start in an hour. Baby, what up?
You must know that first. Can't nothing and nobody fade what we trying to do and what we about to do. Second thing is, we got this game on our level. You understand what I'm saying?
Welcome to another episode of In Space. I am your host, Chris Connor. Shout out to we got a new sponsor down here, Crystal. I ain't even see that. Uh that's funny on a few different levels. We also got Birdsall Law Firm as always. I'm your host. Today gonna be a little different. By the way, I broke like this side of my microphone just now, and this motherfucker hanging by but whatever. So I'm trying to fix this bitch, but it ain't working. But yeah, we live. I want to get everybody up here, man. Like typically in a lot of shows, we be in the chat, we be chopping it up that way. But now, some of y'all we ain't really never heard from. So if you be in the Propels Talk Show, or if you a fan of this show or any of the shows that we got on the network, or you just want to talk, express your mind. If you a fan of the spaces that that typically happen on Twitter, this gonna be that kind of show. So there's a link that I put if y'all follow me on Twitter at Impatient Bull to join. And I think it's ways that if you want to join in the comments, let me know. I could probably request you to go ahead and play there. So you know what I'm saying? We live, man. Let's talk a little bit. Yeah, Sean. I mean, I really have a choice, bro. Because I'm sitting here trying to figure this shit out, and I can't believe that I broke it, man. These motherfuckers cost some money. So it's one of them things to where like you don't believe that this shit happened until it happened. So I gotta talk about it. But yo, man, while I'm doing this and going through what the hell is happening here, where y'all at, man? How y'all feel about the game tonight? You know what I'm saying? Game one in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City then had a few days of rest. Pelicans then played a couple days ago. Road team, road situation, game one. First playoff series in this era for Oklahoma City. What y'all think about the game? This motherfucker ain't. I'm just gonna fix it. With it. Right. Completely unbiased. What that mean? Oh, 148 to. If we don't play through JV, fire Willie for real. JV gonna get 3 minutes. If y'all not on Twitter, let me know in the chat if you want to come up here and speak versus being in the being chat this way. If you want to actually want to talk and be up here, pull up. I feel that. Hey, my dog Charles, what up, baby?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's good, man?
Chilling, man. I'm watching the Dame Dollar show.
I look. That boy had like he on the way to 40 in the first half, huh?
It's looking. I think he finished with like 35.
Acting a
Good
fool,
lord.
boy. Yeah, that's crazy. Milwaukee up 69-42. That's wild, man. So hey, bro, I thought you quit, man. I thought you retired. They lured you back in.
Man, you know how the playoffs is. I can't
Yeah,
walk away. That
yeah.
one out of six at home. Yeah, it almost broke me. why,
So
why
yo,
can't we
man.
win? Why can't we win at home, bro?
I mean, they gotta practice at the crib just to be, like literally on the floor just to break some demons.
It's all good. We start the playoffs on the road though, so that means we're going up 2-0, right?
I mean, let the regular season record tell us. So Charles, you a good conversation or a good person to have this kind of conversation with. First off, if y'all don't know Charles, man, post game with Twitter Spaces, was there from the beginning when I was running them, and now is there pretty much consistently now with Rocky and Faloran, post every game, and I'm pretty sure tonight gonna be the same thing. If you don't know where to find him at, if you on Twitter for all the madness and shit pop off at CW_Chambers. So let's talk, bro. Let's talk the difference between regular season and postseason. First off, what do you think that that's going to mean for the Pelicans, and just in regards to the style of game that's going to be played? and all the different elements that are coming into strictly just game one, and as well for the Thunder.
Well, from our perspective, my my hope is that hold on, let me turn this background down. My hope is that some of Willie's lineups that he loves to go to, I think are a little bit more effective. I think the game slows down. It's a lot more about being tough. A lot more about defense. I think Najee and Jose have a real opportunity with the way they can change games. So I think we have an opportunity from that standpoint. I think from Oklahoma City standpoint, I think they want it to be business as usual. They play a really exciting style of basketball. They just want it to be like another day at the office. And I think if you're the Pelicans, your job has to be able to introduce them all to what the playoffs is like, that intensity, that possession to possession, execution, so that they be like, okay, it's a little bit different. And I think we actually have a slight advantage when it comes to that, just because of the way we play. But if Oklahoma City can make another day at the office, then I think it could be tough for us.
For sure, bro. And look, I mean, so what you think about? Cause we just talking, right? What you think about? There's a lot made about SGA, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all the foul baiting. What do you think? Like, how you think that that's going to play out in his first actual? Well, not his first series, his first playoff series. He had the series with Chris Paul, I believe, in his first year in OKC. But his first series as the main guy. What do you think is going to be the difference in regards to transitioning to what he may be used to in the regular season and the way he gets fouls versus in the postseason?
Well, the hope is that the way the league has been, advising the refs to call things will play into the favor of defenses just in general.
Yeah.
I'm not really, I say worried. I'm not looking forward to SGA not getting a favorable whistle. You saw some of the calls Austin Reeves got against Denver. I'm not really worried about that or looking forward to that. But you don't want it to change the way you play. I feel like SGA is going to get his. I mean, he's top 3 MVP candidate. He has a game that is predicated on drawing fouls. You can't let that break you, though. He's going to get a call. Maybe you're in the middle of a run. Maybe you're trying to claw back into it. You can't let that break you, and just treat the game the right way. And your goal's got to be to make sure that nobody comes with him. If he gets the refs going, that's fine. But Jalen Williams, Chet Holmgren, those guys are going to be counting on him to set the stage for their games. So if you're the Pelicans, you got to understand he's going to get his, but can you stop everybody else from being the Robin or the Alfred that's going to make it tough to beat them?
Bet. Hey, look, and I'm glad that my dog said that y'all ain't got to put y'all camera on if y'all want to, bro. I don't need to see y'all crib or see y'all face. I really don't want to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Charles a professional, so I've met Charles in real life. A lot of y'all, man, I just want y'all to come up here and chop it up. Y'all ain't got to have y'all camera on. Camera on. Just come up here and talk. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to talk, Joe, y'all boy, they have it. Oh, la. Go ahead, send bro the link, man. Let's get my dog up here. If you knew, I don't know how often you be up here, Charles, but Mott been, he wanna, he been a Pelicans fan for a while, but I remember, in earlier shows, I think one of his favorite players, if not his favorite player, is Bi. So,
okay,
him and Chaz had a couple back and forth and so on and so forth. But I ain't never heard y'all speak. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get up here. Y'all ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just, Chung, you too. Look, I had a Pelicans film room come up here. I was talking about getting him up here with a fake voice and everything, like, just to keep his identity in the way that he wanted it to. So, it's up to y'all, man. But yeah, Charles, so hold on, let me see. I gotta I got some here that I want to put up on the screen here. Was from, let me see. Damn, what is bitch at? Hold on. Let me see if this shit come up here. Here we go. All right. So this was something that we did with the Propels Talk group earlier, and it basically went through biggest impact on both sides. So 5 pick Trey Murphy, Chet, Ross pick CJ, J Dub, Lito pick BI, SGA, Justin pick BI, Chet. I pick Jose and Najee and Josh Giddey. So for you, who do you think? Not even who's gonna have the biggest impact. Who's a series swinger? That's a little crazy. Hold on. That is wild. That is wild. I don't even think I got that joint. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna put myself in time. Oh, here you go.
I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank Coach Harbaugh. Fucking love you, man.
So when we talking serious X Factor, why couldn't you say X Factor? You know what I'm saying? For New Orleans, not the obvious, but for New Orleans and for OKC.
So I'll start with OKC first. I think the biggest one for me is Chet. Just because his ability to affect the game on both sides, I think you gotta, yeah.
They're going crazy in the chat, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead, man.
It's all good. And then, yeah, I think Jose and Najee for us. I think Najee has a chance to have a big impact, and obviously Jose, you're going to need his energy. So I would go with those three.
Somebody who's not up here that we've been talking about all year, Charles, is Jonas. Now, Lito's in here, and we all know that's that he's his legal representation, and I feel like it's almost become just it's almost like cliche to even mention, like, just throw Jonas's name into these conversations in regards to X factors, because it can happen. We've seen games where he's been able to change games offensively, and then other teams just take advantage of some of his flaws athletically and defensively, or maybe him not being aggressive enough on the offensive side of the floor. But in this matchup with OKC, in all honesty, not really having a matchup for Jonas, and that's not to say that Jonas, like we know Jonas can't guard Chet. I go back to game 1 when they played. It was way early in the season, but that was one of Jonas's more productive games, I believe, and that was, I think, one of the reasons they ended up winning. He had a really good third quarter, but just his ability to slow the game down, maybe have opportunity of getting Chet in foul trouble, and possibly making OKC having to, bring in extra bodies off the bench. I don't even know center wise. Let me go look and see what they be looking at. But they're a team that like to, they like to run it some way. They like to run small. They like to space the floor. That's how they operate. What do you think about Jonas's ability to be able to slow shit down?
Well, I think Jonas very clearly has the ability to be an advantage for us. I think Willie has to decide what that commitment looks like and then the consistency of it. I don't think he has to play like, you don't got to play 24 minutes or 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But there's got to be a commitment to, when he's out there, this is how we have to play. And if that happens, I don't think I think it matters to a certain extent. But it could be as low as 10, 12 minutes, or it could be as much as 24 minutes. You know what I mean? But there's got to be a commitment. When he's out there, the ball's got to find him. You got to dump it in there, and you got to make some things happen, especially when Chet's on him, or even Jalen Williams or Muscala, whoever they have coming off the bench. I'm not sure. I have to double check. But you got to put some pressure on those guys to defend Jonas. Is he on the team, or is it just Jalen Williams? I don't know. I need to look at that.
I gotta look, because I don't think outside of the other Williams, I know the other Williams brothers started in the play-in last year, but of course since Chet it's been mainly Chet. But if you get him in foul trouble, it's not like that they have a traditional center
Exactly.
that weighs what Jonas weighs either, or is as tall as Jonas. Like it's either one or the other. So that that's gonna be interesting. My dog, bro, look, man, we got my dog up here. Kill, I see you. I'm gonna bring you up here as well, bro. What up, bro?
Can you hear me?
I didn't know you talk, dog. What's good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
What's up, man? What's going on with you?
What's up, man? I just bro, the chat was asking for it, man. Go ahead, bro. I respect you for coming up on, man. Let's talk, bro. Let's talk.
Nah, man, real talk, bro. I be trolling with I am a BI fan, but I like Zion, man.
So let's talk BI. A lot, we know that more than likely Lou Dort's gonna have a matchup. He's gonna have some switches with Jalen. I think I gotta look up the season series. I think OKC did a solid job, but there was periods. I don't think he played. He didn't play the first game, and I don't believe he didn't play the last one either. But there's we watched him in previous matchups last year. We watched him in the playing game have his moments of OKC just not having a matchup for him. Lou Dort is a really good defender, but if BI is able and has the space to get to his spots, it should be a matchup that he should be able to take advantage of. What are your thoughts overall about even from game one, what you expecting from BI and what he needs to do to win each of these games in Oklahoma City?
The main thing BI got to do, he got to get everybody involved. Like, I want him to get his shots, but he really need to get his teammates involved, get people going. You can take your jumpers, take your mid-range, but don't get to the point. The thing I don't like what he does is he kind of get into that little spot where he does all the little, the little moves, and you know what I'm saying? He needs to pass the ball around, get the ball going, get everybody going, facilitate, take the shots when it's there, take some 3-pointers, just get everybody going and get what he can get. I would be happy with like a 20-point game where he got 8 assists, 8 rebounds, and then like CJ got 20. We get everybody involved. I don't necessarily need him to get 30 points.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, hold on. While we here, chat Chung, they calling for you to come up here. My dog did. Now these people that's been in here, I don't know what they look like. It's my first time talking to my dog. They asking for you to come up here and talk, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna have to deliver on that question at some point, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. It's crazy. I don't even know what this means.
What is JV can't guard.
No. That's crazy.
Yeah, we don't need him to guard at the perimeter. I just don't want Larry Nance for 35 minutes. That's all
I don't think. Look, man, Larry, a friend of the show. If Larry's out there for 30 minutes, man, it's just I feel like we're doing something wrong, or he's having a really good game. You got to be able, even if they experiment with going with some of the smaller lineups. When BI was out, they experimented with Dyson, Herb, Trey, Zion, and whether it was Jose or CJ lineups, and they were pretty productive. Right. You don't have Zion, but if Brandon is taking that role, and we saw him at certain I remember right before his last absence, we started to see him play the five a little bit more. We saw him against Jared Allen. We saw him against some other centers, Atlanta, against Capella, and it was seeming like that there was some things developing there, but we didn't really get a chance to see it. So I'm curious to see if they go back to that and why. My dog, I'm gonna let you get back to the chat. I'm just happy you came up here. You know what I'm saying? And spoke, bro. I appreciate it. I gotta get killed up, and then we're gonna keep moving.
I got one more thing to say. I got a feeling.
Go ahead.
I got a feeling if we get to game 6 or 7, I think we can get Zion to come back. I think.
I mean, look, man. I think he would like to, man, but hamstring's tricky, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
That's gonna be a big call on the organization. You know,
All
I
right,
think
thanks, bro.
he would have to make a Jordan move. But yeah, bro, appreciate you, dog.
All right.
Chung, they saying you scary, dog. All right. Charles, what up, bro?
I'm cool, man. I'm about to hop down, man. I just wanted to say, good to see you. Good chopping up with you for a little bit. And
No problem, dog.
let's get
No
this
problem,
Pels
bro.
win. Take it
As
easy, boss.
always, bro. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Charles, you my dog, bro. You know, as always, but we try to keep things accountable. We try to hold people accountable on this show. I'm about to hop down. That's technically a foul, and we got to call it.
I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank Coach Harbaugh. Fucking love you, man. Love the shit out of you, man. This is for you.
All right. We're going to bring Kill up next. Yo, anybody else that want to come up again, y'all don't have to put on y'all camera. We don't have to see y'all. Y'all don't want us to. Y'all come up here just like my dog and just chop it up. You know what I'm saying? You know, it don't have to be, it don't have to be video. Kill, what up, bro?
You can hear me?
Yeah.
That was good. How you doing, Chris?
What's good, bro?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm all right, man. Let's talk about this series, bro. I'm a Patriot to a corner. Let's talk CJ, man. Let's talk CJ, man.
Okay. What exactly do you want to hear?
So I want to hear from you. What do you think is a good CJ series? What do you think is a good CJ game one? Not just in regards to production, but putting together a victory.
For me, it's tough because, especially with Zion out, because I feel like, as I said, CJ's probably been a top 5 shooter in the league this year.
Yeah.
But I know I'm very hard on him, but my main issue with CJ, and I think his main issue with Brandon, sometimes he kills me too, is the over dribbling. I feel like with a dude who's so great, catch and shoot, maybe a pump fake, one dribble, when I see him do that and have like these 30-point games against, mid to subpar level competition, I don't know why he feels like when the team is in a rut, Brandon has this problem too. When the team is in a rut, he feels like, okay, I got to start dancing. If you hit 2-3 shots, then you want to start dancing. It's different. But I feel like he runs away from what works. I remember one particular play that killed me. It was the first Pacers game that was on the road, not the one that they won at home when BI went off.
Yeah.
BI got a switch and went as TJ McConnell, got a layup. The next play, they ran the same exact action. They ran a 3-1 or whatever BI was playing, a 1-4, whatever, pick and roll. He got the switch again. And instead of hitting Brandon, he goes 1-on-1 against Obi Toppin. He blocks the shot, got the dunk. Like those little things, it's like just recognize where the mismatch is. This league, that's what the Celtics do great. They realize where the mismatch is and they go at it. And then most likely you probably have to double and help. Boom, wide open threes. If CJ could just do that, like recognize, he's been doing a lot better with the JV reposts because sometimes he would hit JV. They JV passes the ball back out and he hit him on the repost. That's all I want him to do is being able to just play his role. But I said it's tough now because now he's a second option. I feel like he plays much better as a third option with 2 creators because even though I've seen Trey made some strides with attacking closeouts and hitting guys on the wing, with Brandon out there, with Brandon, JV, his post playmaking has been shaky off after the All-Star break. I feel like he was great early in the season, but now it's kind of shaky. I don't know if I trust CJ creating for himself and his teammates right now, especially against length. It depends on.
Yeah, I got you. Let me ask you though, in regards to like specifically what you're talking about whether it be Brandon or whether it be CJ, whether it be Zion, whoever chooses to to go into the, ISO looks, kind of disrupt ball movement. You hear it all the time on the broadcast, and you see it in how they play and some of the issues that they have at half court. How much do you think is about? How much of that would you also contribute to personnel, coaching? Because I see it with not just CJ, and I mean I see it with Zion as well. I see it with Brandon, but I think it's just a team. It's a team issue sometimes, and just understanding. Okay, no matter how boring this is right now, if Jonas has a switch, if he has a guard on him, he has a forward on him, we got the switch that we wanted. We need to go to that. Even if that means that sometimes, like a lot of times, teams are going to have to double. We watch OKC in a lot of the previous matchups, they got to a point to where they had to double Jonas. That is going to open up guys that's going to open up shots for others right then and there. But when we're talking specifically ISO basketball, do you attribute that to any other factors that kind of take away from some of the positive things or positive possessions with this team as well?
Okay, so the issue with this team, sometimes I feel like we get scary a lot. So when we hit with adversity, sometimes guys kind of get, we see them get rattled a lot. So when guys get rattled, we expect stars or guys who get paid like stars to kind of like put the cape on and try to do what they have to do, right? And with the Pelicans specifically, besides Brandon, CJ, and Zion, you have nobody that could kind of like just go get you a bucket. So Zion, CJ, and Brandon have to take a lot of percentage buster shots that it's not really avoidable, because like for instance, like I've seen many times late in the shot clock, you kick it out to maybe Dyson. He pump fakes instead of shoot. He drives in, nothing is there. He has to kick it out to either BJ's, Zion, and CJ, and they just got to make some shit up. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't have enough guys that just confidence driving to the rim or just taking simple one dribble pull-ups or just catch and shooting. So it's definitely personnel based why these things have to happen. With that said, I always feel like Willie does a bad job, if that is going to happen, putting our three best players in a situation where we could be successful at that. Like if you want Brandon to go one-on-one, just give him a post touch. I don't understand. Like if you see Brandon is getting doubled all day off of high pick and rolls with Jonas can't really roll. I mean, even if Jonas rolls, somebody's probably gonna help off the weak side, make Dyson, make Herb, even though Herb is shooting great this year. He's been bad lately, but even though Herb has been shooting, they're gonna like, okay, if Herb beat us, Herb beat us. So if that's the case, you see them keep doing that, then stop the high pick and roll. just cut it out. Like, just cut it out. Just give it to them on the box, and beyond a one dribble. I'd rather you give him a box a one dribble pull up from the mid post than him taking the contested or mid range shot coming off the screen over two players. Like, that's the problem. It's just the spots. It's like Willie doesn't know. It's almost like he forgets where we're great at. It's kind of like when he was posting up Zion, knowing that the help is going to come. And it's just like, Zion is better. Just give him in the middle of the floor, top of the key. When he's at the top of the key, you can't help. You can't, you literally can't help. If you catch the ball at the top of the key, boom, just go. Usually the time he just job one way, go. Like, they can't help. But if you give it to him on the baseline, that they could come off the weak side. So that's my problem. I kind of like Brandon at the top of the key sometimes, but obviously he settles. Mid post is okay, but that's the problem. It's like, just get them in that spot. Just get them in that spot.
I feel that. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Appreciate you giving me your thoughts and opinion, man. I gotta get Wahab up here, and then I see Justin. I don't know which Justin that is, but we're about to find out. Before I get you out of here, man, give me a quick prediction on the series, man. How many games it goes? Who wins?
maybe it's just tough. I'm hoping 6. I mean, I still think OKC wins. Unfortunately, of course, I'm rooting for our squad, but it's just a lot to overcome. It's just a lot to overcome, and
so
depending on if I don't think Zeke comes back, I think his season is over. And even if he does come back, he's just not going. He's going to be rusting just like Brandon his first 2-3 games back. So, if he pushes to 6, I'll be happy with that. Oh, Thunder in 6.
All right, bro. All right, man. Appreciate you, man. Wahab, what up, bro? You here?
Yeah, you good? Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah. Wa alaikum salam, man. Yo, man. Hold on. I know you being a child. Where you from, man?
I'm English. I live in Manchester in England.
Okay, you see, you got a loud story. Well, how you become a Pelicans fan all the way from England, dog? What's happening over there? What kind of birds
How
y'all got
did I
over there?
become a Pelicans fan? I became a Pelicans fan actually from, funnily enough, playing 2K and then using the Pelicans, and then that's literally how I became a Pelicans fan. I started watching the games, and I watched every game since.
Love, man. Well, look, man, I be seeing you in the chat all the time. Every for the live recaps that we do, man. So I really, personally, I appreciate that. And I appreciate you coming up here. First my dog, now you, Chung. They still asking for you to like the link to click on it and come up here and talk is there, bro. Just just pull up, man. But Wahab, man, how you feel about the series? How you feel about game 1? What's your thoughts? How do the Pelicans steal a game tonight?
To be honest, I'm not the most confident. I don't think we're going to push it to 6 personally. I think we'll probably get beaten 5. However, I do think that there is some, like, if we start inside out and we play through Jonas, yes, he could get double team pause, but playing out of that, getting them in rotation, that's how one way you can win the game. I'm not saying we are going to, but the aim of the game is to get them into rotation, see what you can do out of that. Obviously, Jonas isn't exactly Jokic or Şengün out of the low post, but you've got to get him in rotation, see what you can do, and if people hit shots, they hit shots. That's honestly what I see is our best chance, because realistically, I mean, CJ ISO dribbling is not what I want to see. I don't want to see Brandon taking, contested mid-ranges over Dort, who's a great defender. So I'd rather play through Jonas, see what we can do out of the low post, and even if you can't get anything straight away, it's not always about getting shots up. You get him into the low post, right deep into the paint, and see how he plays out of that.
Give me, if you can't use Jose Alvarado, who do you think is the most important non-starter for this team in the series?
I would probably say Dyson, to be honest. I think Justin mentioned it previously. I think this is a Dyson series. I think it's something where I feel like against OKC, you need to have a lot of activity and movement. I feel like obviously he's not great offensively, but cutting to the basket, flashing in the high post, that's something he can do. And I feel like that's something that will help. And then obviously defensively, they have so many threats. I mean, he can. I don't honestly think he can guard Chet, but it's something that we can throw at Chet and see how he reacts. But you can definitely do a job on Jalen Williams and on Shea. And maybe on Josh Giddey as well if he's shooting lights out again.
I feel that, man. Wahab, do you think Chung is AI?
Oh, I don't know, man. He's scared. He said he was at the game, to be fair. But you know what? Listen, it's 1:44 a.m. for me, and I'm still getting on. So listen, he's got to get on.
Go hold on. See, hey, look. What I'm hearing here is sacrifice. This brother up here at 155 in the morning. Chung, you don't have an excuse,
Appreciate
man.
You, Fab.
Everybody else that pull up here now. Look, we do all these shows, and in the beginning, some of y'all be telling us that we dumb, we don't know what we talking about, we stupid, we shouldn't be talking the game. It's changed a little bit now. Y'all way more supportive and everything. I don't have the company burger commercial loaded up in here, so I apologize to y'all. I see everybody here talking about it here. But y'all, this perfect opportunity, man. Come on, man. Come up here and talk. Let's see y'all opinion. Y'all tell us. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all basically running the show. You know what I'm saying? Chung, it started with you. Wow, I appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me.
You already said, yeah, no problem. You already said, so you say in 5. What game do you think the Pelicans win, though, if it goes 5?
I think we'll steal game 2, I reckon. I feel like we'll catch them a bit cold, but I don't trust us enough to get game 1. But I feel like we will catch them a bit cold because I feel like tonight we're going to get destroyed, to be honest. I feel like after that, then maybe if they're acting a bit, I don't know, casual about it, maybe we'll steal the game.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right, dog. I have no idea who this is. My boss. I don't even like. I'm not even comfortable calling you that. Who is that?
Hey, look, I tell you what.
The name of the chat, dog?
Boss. It's coming, boss. It's cool.
Huh?
It's coming, boss. It's all good, man.
Nah, I can't do that. We gonna call you.
No, I tell you what. You know what? Just call me boss, man. It's all good, man.
What's good, man? Welcome to the show, bro. How you feel about the
series?
How
you doing? Well, first of all, I watch the show. I listen to you guys talk. I've been everything I've seen. Everything I've seen, I pretty much agree with.
All right, look, man. You might have to fix your mic, bro.
You sound
like you.
Yeah,
I can. You sound the water, dog.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Try again.
But now.
A little bit better.
But now.
All right, that worked. Go ahead, bro.
Now?
Yeah, there you go.
Hear me now?
Yeah. I can hear you, bro. I can hear you. All right.
What about now?
Can you hear me? Okay, all right, hold on. Let's see. Give me 1 second here. This is all right. We're gonna bring you back up here, bro. We got another speaker, bro. Fix your audio, and we good, man. They said in the chat it's snowing, and that you in a submarine. It's crazy. Tate?
Yeah.
What's good, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm all right, man. Welcome to the show, bro. What you think about the Pelicans Thunder tonight, man? What you you a Thunder fan? You a Pelicans fan? I don't remember seeing your name in the chat very often. So I don't know if you just randomly joined but give me your thoughts on the series, dog.
Well, first off, I'm a Pels fan.
All right.
I seen this start off on Instagram, so I came from Instagram.
Oh shit, all right. For sure, man. Justin, Lala, I appreciate y'all because I wasn't putting it on Instagram. That's crazy too. Hold on. I'm having a day. All right. Go ahead though, bro. What are your thoughts about the series, man? Who you think are the X factors? How you feel about the Pelicans being in this matchup against the Thunder?
I feel like the Zion injury is like really unfortunate.
Okay.
I feel like we could still beat this team though. I feel like we could still take them in 7, in my opinion.
Ooh.
I feel like Brandon Ingram has to do his thing on the offensive end, and then the rest of the group is gonna have to turn up on defense. I feel like Jonas is gonna have to have a big series. He's gonna have to shut Chet down, and he's gonna have to withstand that length in the paint. He has a big weight difference on Chet, but Chet has a huge length difference.
Okay, all right. Time out. 1 second, brother.
I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank Coach Harbaugh. Fucking love you, man.
All right, bro, go ahead.
But like I said, the length difference is huge there as well. So I feel like that's a big matchup to watch in the paint between Chet and Jonas. That second unit too, though, man. That second unit's a big a big difference too for us because I feel like our second unit could step up and be just the same as our first unit.
Who do you think is most important? If you can't say Jose, who's most important off the second unit?
It's definitely Dyson. I mean, he's gonna have to step up and score more, but I really like his defense.
When you say step up and score more, how many points is that?
I mean, he's gonna have to hit double figures. He's gonna have to hit double figures, in my opinion.
For the series?
Sure. Yeah. I feel like that's if he don't hit double figures, we ain't got a shot at keeping up with that second unit in there.
God damn, we going this series. I might be right, bro. We going 5, dog. That's my dog, bro. But I don't like averaging 10 for a series. I can't. I can't see it, man. Because I mean, look, right? Like the minutes are already, they've already changed a little bit. And over, like he played 4 minutes the last game, and I think even LA, I don't think he played that many. Well, yeah, against the Lakers, I think he played about maybe 5 or 6 minutes. Najee and Jose and Larry got a bulk of the bench minutes. It's gonna be interesting to see how they distribute it. I definitely think Dyson's going to have to play because I think Herb's a good matchup for anybody in the perimeter. But I think for it to work best, if you could have Dyson guarding SGA and have Herb being able to be off ball, whether it be weak side or him being able to, have the opportunity to play that free safety role that we see him play so often. Yeah. That's what's going to be able to kind of disrupt him a little bit. So let's, you said 7, right?
Yeah, I said 7. Matter of fact, I wanted to change my second unit. If Willie Green would put this man in, Jordan Hawkins would be our biggest differentiator from that second unit. If he will play him.
Justin is somewhere taking his shirt off right now, man. I mean, he's so happy to hear that. One more time, you want Jordan Hawkins to play. How many minutes do you think, like let's say a game, would you like to see him out there for?
I'd like to see him out there like I'm wanting like 12 plus 15, something like that. So 12, 15 minutes.
I feel that. All right, man. Well, look, bro, appreciate you, man. I gotta get who was that? X. I'm gonna get X up here. And yo, bro, I might do this. I might do one of these shows again. But if so, man, pull up. If not, man, enjoy the game, enjoy the series. All right.
For sure, you too, brother. Have a good night.
All right, me too. X.
What's up, Chris? How you doing, man?
This you, bro? This X? This XX? Or this
is me. X? This is X. How you doing?
Oh man. All right, bro. Man, listen, man, welcome up, man. Appreciate you being in every show. Every show we do, you pulling up to the other shows, man, support the network, dog. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the lights on, keeping, as many I don't know if y'all be seeing Justin in the streets, but when I met him maybe a couple years ago, let's just say a couple years from today, he gonna have a full head of gray hair. That's one stressed out hell. So, but people like you helping and making it a little bit more stressful, bro. But yo, man, what you think about the series? Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited for the season to continue. Thanks, Lito. But I think that we could have a chance to upset the Thunder. I think certain things have to happen. I think we really have to play through JV. I think he's kind of the true advantage that we have in this series without Zion. Obviously, if it was Zion was there, Zion makes a huge difference. But I think if Willie allows us to kind of play through JV, really work inside out, really get him involved so then he can draw those doubles, find the guys on the perimeters to hit shot. And then obviously BI's got to be huge, in those tough possessions where things aren't open. His ability to kind of get in the mid-range and make shots, I think, is only path we have there. I'm not, I think we've maybe got like a 20-25% chance to upset. But I think if we play the right way, we can at least make it a competitive series.
Play the right way. You sound like a coach. Sound like something Willie Green would say.
Yeah, except for is Willie Green going to do it? That's the problem. I haven't seen where we've this whole season. I mean, I think it's the big complaint about this team is that we don't exploit our advantages. We don't exploit our mismatches. And
Mm-hmm.
this is a series I think we have to do that, because I think JV going against Chet is kind of where we could potentially make some ground up against these guys.
No, I mean, I definitely agree, man. I think, you like you mentioned, without Zion, you have to, whether you like the advantage you have in Jonas or not, like, you are going to have to find a way to, like, you gotta make them work too, man. It's too often we get into what some of these guys can't do and their weaknesses and so on and so forth versus worrying about their strengths and how they can affect games. And, Jonas is one of those dudes, man, like, at least you gotta, it can't be a situation where he's out there for 3 minutes and they're like, nope, we've seen enough. No, I can't operate that way, man. Did you give a final prediction? You said you give him like a 20-25% chance, but how many games do you think the series is going? Who wins?
To be honest, I think it's going 6 games, and I think the Thunder are going to win it.
6 games. So it will be fitting for them to lose in New Orleans.
Yeah, I think the road team is going to actually do pretty well in this series. I mean, we've seen it already in the regular season. We're clearly a better road team and a worse home team. I think we'll get a win or two I think we'll at least get a win. We'll split the first 2 in Oklahoma City, and then I think we'll lose a majority of our games in New Orleans for the series.
For sure, man. Well, X, bro, appreciate you, man. That's look. So while I got you, do you think Chung's AI?
He must be. Look, I tried to trap him into agreeing to do a do an episode if we would do like an episode of the pod if you guys would let us. But he said the only way it would happen is if we win a series. So I think he's AI. I think he's just stalling.
All right, man. You had your foot on the line, man. But because you came up here and talk, bro, we gonna let it slide. All right, bro, man. Appreciate you, dog. I'm gonna get someone else up here. All right.
Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks for everything you do.
Man, for sure, bro. Same. All right, that was X, famous chat presence. Jose Bless, what's good, bro? Welcome to the show.
Yo, Chris, what's good, man?
What's good, bro? Where you from, dog?
Shit, bro, I'm from New York. So if y'all want to trade B out of Brooklyn, don't fuck around.
Oh man, for sure, man. So I mean, you got it. You a Jose Alvarado fan? You a BI fan? Like what?
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This is how I became a Pelican fan. I came with BI from the Lakers type shit. Like I was always a Laker fan until Brooklyn came to New York. And so since BI's been there, the cast of Pelicans like roster has really made me fall in love with the team. It's going from first man to 10 man, like this roster is really cool. So I definitely appreciate the fans, the fan base, and I appreciate you guys. You guys always have some hot content, even though I be disagreeing with almost everything Chad says, but you, Lito, Josh, like y'all really hold it down. I appreciate y'all.
Hey man, look, man, Chad's probably the best best person that we got on the panel, man. I know
I call him Chad Bayless. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, but look though. Here's what I understand. I don't want to make this into like into a full like because I want to talk about the team, but like there are like a decent amount of things that Chad's be right about, man. And look, bro, like with you being from New York, like you may not really understand like 100% what it's like being a fan of this team or being a content creator like 10, 20 years. It take a lot, dog. So for whether you agree with it or not, like bro's really, really good at what he does. He puts out a lot of really good content, man. And I think like even if you don't agree with it, I think more times than not, it brings good conversations when you come in the comments. It just may not be for you, but
I don't understand why none of y'all hold him accountable. Like he be like sometimes I would love to say this to him, respectfully, but
because it's not a debate show, man. Like like it's like look, man, like it's we come up here to give our own personal opinions. Like chat, like we wouldn't myself, Lito, Chaz, 5, Justin, none of us would have like would be treated as individuals if we had to constantly go back and forth on stuff, bro. Like, we only got an hour and we got so many panels or so many people on the panel often, bro. Hey, you waste a lot of time going back and forth on something just to, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I get that, and I see that a lot in the comments, bro. But you gotta let people have their opinions, because sometimes some of that shit be coming true. And people don't pull up then afterwards and be like, hey, he was right about that. You know what I'm saying? So, but let's move on a little bit though.
Nah, I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah.
But
what are your thoughts about the series?
Yeah, going to the series, man, we really need to try to keep SGA off the free throw line. This man be getting to the line too easy. Like, it's crazy. You can't even like breathe around this man. So pray for Herb. Herb is gonna have a lot of work to do. Herb, Dice, what do you call it? Jose. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to. We're probably gonna. I know Willie hates doing this, but we probably have to double this man. Like, when he gets off the gets past half court on the corners, try to get the ball out of his hands, because even though we know Willie doesn't like doing it, like for example, the games against the Grizzlies with Ja, when he hit those game winners, like Willie just refused to double team the hot man at times. So, but hopefully we could do that, because we're gonna have to try to make the rest of the team beat us. Let's see if Gibby, what's his name, Giddy could continue to hit those threes. He not really a great 3-point shooter. He tends to get hot against us. Yeah. Let's just try to bet against that. Chet, the way to win those minutes, we have to play JV, man. I'm a big JV fan. That's another thing. If y'all don't want JV, y'all can send JV and be out of Brooklyn. Just saying. But we need to use JV in the paint, beat up Chet, like pause.
Yeah, that was crazy. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
But
all right, go ahead.
Yeah, we definitely got to use our advantages to use our advantages. We got to play through CJ. Hopefully CJ can get out of this slump, because like BI said, the room for error is pretty small. So we need everybody to be playing on their A game. What's your thoughts?
Man. Yeah, man. I mean, I think your best bet is probably to, you gotta, the Pelicans are gonna have to be the one to bring the energy and bring the fight. We can't be looking at, I talk about all the time, like Jose and Najee can't be the ones bringing the energy in this game or in this series against the best team in the West. You know what I'm saying? Like, who has identity, who knows what they want to do, who's, for the past couple years, they've been figuring some things out, and they've only gotten better and better. Their role players know what's needed from them. So the Pelicans, I think, have to find a way to disrupt it. I like your idea about trapping SGA half court. I mean,
he's not the best 3-point shooter. Like, if you get the ball off his hands, like, I'm not sure how great of a catch and shoot scorer he is. He's definitely great at creating his own shot and shooting off the dribble. He's like a CJ, but I'm not sure how great he is off the ball when it comes to shooting.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you got to get the ball out of his hand. I mean, and we know what he can do in pick and rolls. And while even if he doesn't get the amount of foul attempts or free throw attempts that we're accustomed to, we know he's gonna get to the line. It's gonna be some questionable calls. That's a part of the game. So, closing out, Jose, who do you think? Well, what do you think how many games do you think that the series is going? And give me your prediction on who wins.
Sheesh. I'm hoping it's similar to the Phoenix series we had in the first round a few years ago, which could have went either way. I feel like we have some advantage because of our because we've been there before. So I'm hoping we could take them out at 6. That would be fire.
Ooh. Yeah, that would be crazy.
I'm rocking. It really depends on how healthy BI is, how healthy CJ is. How much are we going to use JV? If we use because when we played them in the play-in, we had these dudes on the rope. I'm not sure if you remember our playing game with them. We were up in the first half. If we had used Najee instead of, I forgot the dude that we got rid of recently. I have no idea why he threw Kyra Lewis in that game when Najee was having a good season. Najee was supposed to be that first man coming off the bench. Like, I don't understand this man Willie sometimes. So if we play this team, well, they didn't have Chet that year either. So it's really hard to compare those years. But
yeah, I got you.
I'm hoping for 6. I'm gonna go out with that. I appreciate you, Chris, and let's go Pels, and shout out
All
to
right,
you.
bro.
Love.
Appreciate it, dog. All right, I'm gonna get Joseph up here. He is that a microphone too? Before I do that, hey, yo, I saw Lito in the chat. I don't like Lito either. You know what I'm saying? I barely like Justin. 5, all right. You know what I'm saying? Chad's cool. Ross all right too. You know what I'm saying? But look, only in regards to this show, only I can say bad things about her. Y'all don't get up here talking about them. That really ain't gonna work, man. All these people are critical points of this network. You know what I'm saying? Regardless how you feel about them, they all putting together really good content. When if y'all know the history of this organization, they may not really deserve it, man. So we spend a lot of time, families, significant others, kids, all that, trying to put out content consistently, post games, pre games, practice, media, so on and so forth, man. Show these people love, man. So yeah, with that being said,
What's
we
up,
got
Chris?
about 30. What up, bro? We got about 30 minutes and some change, maybe 40 minutes to the game starts. So yeah, man, y'all keep putting up the requests. Aramis, I see you. I think that's the Aramis I'm thinking of. I'm gonna get you back up here, bro. Joseph, what up, bro?
Yo, so look, first off, it's crazy how y'all do this. This is awesome. So I've been watching the show for a while. I think ever since started last year. So
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, like that's crazy. Y'all did what, 79 out of 82 games this year?
Woo! Look, I mean, not everybody though, but that's like, think about it. That's 79 out of 82, and that's outside of like, that's outside of 5, Justin and Lala showing up to practice.
Yeah.
That's outside of running the rest of the network. That's outside of Lito doing Lito at Media Day, 5 at Media Day. That's outside of all the shows Chaz do, Chaz on Bleacher Report. Outside of the show that I do, you know what I'm saying? Like, 5 writing articles, Ross helping run things, him showing, like, it's a lot of other things going on outside of that, bro. So I definitely appreciate people that, could really see how that's, not easy to do. But thank you, man. Go ahead, man. What's your thoughts about the? Wait, hold on. What's going on here?
All right, so I had a little podcast.
Yeah. Don't worry about me, bro. I'm looking at comments. I'm saving them for a different time. But go ahead, bro.
So the reason I got a little headphone and mic is because I had a little podcast myself about the team.
All right.
But look, it's hard to be as consistent as y'all. So I mean, it fell apart. But look, in terms of this series, I think truly you do have a chance, and I'm gonna try to take all the biasness out. You have a chance, just because I think, when you played the Suns like a couple of years ago, I didn't feel like you had very many advantages. You just kind of came in there and said the thought was, how far can we push it? And now it is, even without Zion, it's, could we actually get this done? And I think you could. You got Jonas, who, look, y'all brought it up on the show. Y'all said Chet can't guard JV, but JV can't guard Chet either. So, I mean, that's the perfect way. You just got to go to him early, establish that down low. But look, I want to get your opinion on this.
Yeah. Man, you hold on, man. I tried to, like, yo, bro, you came up here professional, bro, with the microphone. I tried to keep it professional, bro. You just,
I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank Coach Harbaugh. Fucking love you, man. Love the shit out of you, man. This is for you.
Hey, look, first team foul.
God damn. All right, Joseph, go ahead, bro.
All right, but look, you have advantages. Like, B.I. has been here before. He's been here more than 99% of the players on the Thunder. He's a playoff guy. All right, Lito, I'm gonna shout out my pod. It's kind of dead now though, but look, it's there's some things you can do always, and I want to get your opinion on this. What type of series is Trey gonna have or gonna need to have for us to win this? And let's say 7, which I think is the best case scenario.
Man, that's a really fire question, bro. To win, I think Trey has to have multiple games being at least second in scoring. We're talking about you know, at least 3, possibly 4 games where he's at least second in scoring. The rebounding has to continue, and I think he has to win a matchup against the person that he's guarding. So if that's J-Dub, if he gets, we threw around the idea a little bit about him being able to guard Chet for some periods. I have a feeling that we'll see that again. But he's gonna have to win. He's gonna have to win some matchups defensively as well. And I think if he's been defending a lot better, but if he's rebounding, and when they go small, when the Pelicans specifically go small, which they will do with Larry, he's been the guy as of late when they are rebounding well to go out there and grab 6 to 8 rebounds. If he's able to do that, specifically with the star lineup, great. But I think you talking about a dude that for this series, for them to win it, we gotta be saying, all right, Trey average anywhere between 17 to 20 points a night. Because look, man, I mean, OKC is going to get the ball out of Brandon's hands. It's going to get to a point where they do that. And if CJ gets going, it's going to be something similar. And Jonas is going to be doubled, no matter how many times, or how many minutes he plays out there on the floor. The shooters are going to have to make shots. And Trey's one of the few people that even with a limited game off the dribble, he's still going to have to be aggressive, getting to the free throw line, trying to dunk on Chet again, trying to put up those floaters. If he's able to do that, man, I mean, I don't know how much that strengthens their chances, but if they win or if they come close to it, I think that's going to be one of the things we're talking about.
Yeah, I think Trey's got to have I said a little earlier, just talking, probably 20 points a game, and that, I mean, of course, that's all things considered. You got Jonas, who's going to get, of course, his. He's probably going to play a lot more minutes than he has, just because no Zion.
Mm-hmm.
But look, when you talk about Zion, what do you think is the best case scenario for his return? Are you ruling it out for first round already, or is it something you think he could ramp up in maybe 2 days?
I don't know when it comes to hamstrings if it's necessarily that easy, but I could see a scenario where possibly, because I mean, it hasn't come out necessarily what grade strain it is. I've heard from some people that it's a 1. If it is the grade 1 strain, that probably puts him somewhere around, we're talking 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Kind of depends, man. I think best case, we're talking a game 6, game 7 situation. But even then, what type of player are we going to be looking at? With hamstrings, man, this is, for those that don't know, the hamstring that he messed up or that he hurt is his other hamstring, not the one that he ruptured or tore last year. The worst thing you could do with a dude that plays with that amount of fire, that amount of intensity and force, is to put him in a situation and that kind of intensity where you're re-injuring him going into an offseason possibly. So I think best case scenario, if we're talking something crazy, maybe game 7, but that's a tough one. And game 7, I think if it did happen, would be in 2 weeks. It's a possibility, man, but it really comes down to how serious that injury was.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think the Pelicans and just the way Willie Green operates is they're kind of getting ready for a series without Zion, and you kind of have to, I guess. Yeah. I mean, Bi's been here before. I think he can get it done as a number 1 option. I'm excited to see Dyson tonight, honestly, because of the way he's shown up. Like the Golden State game, I feel like you don't win it without Dyson. Just because, his defense on Steph Curry was just crazy. And, if you can start having the Herb and Dyson on ball type defensive debates on who's better. I don't know. I'll probably give it to Dyson. It's really, really close. But overall defender, probably Herb. But I think Dyson's got to be important this series.
Yeah. You're about the 3rd or 4th person that has said that. I'm not. I'm hoping that's the case, but I'm keeping my opinions on Dyson to the side until he comes out and has a really good consistent series, depending on how the minutes are allocated between him and Dyson. I mean, him and Najee specifically. But I mean, he is one of those guys that could be an X factor, man. If he's able to knock down some shots, if they're not able to ignore him, if he is able to maybe they run some small ball lineups with him out there. We know what he can help out with rebounding and pushing the ball in transition. And we know what he can do defensively. And I think they're going to need that specifically with navigating through pick and roll after pick and roll after pick and roll after pick and roll with SGA, and or if Herb gets in foul trouble. So Joseph, I gotta get some other folks up here, man. I appreciate you pulling up. I appreciate you pulling up with the microphone. Plug your show, man. You said it's been a while, but you got a whole off season to put out content, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can get Lito. Lito don't be doing nothing, bro. He'll join the show, and if not, I'll pull up.
All right, well, look, it's the NOLA View. We had Nick Underhill on there a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, for the Saints. But I appreciate the time, Chris.
For sure, bro. How many games? Who wins?
You know what? I'm a Pelicans fan. Pels in 7. Let's go, baby.
All right, bet. Appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate it.
All right. Why can't I make this shit work? All right, Mitch, I see you. Coach Sip, I'm gonna save you for the last guest. I think we're gonna wrap up right around like 8:35 ish, somewhere around there. Let me get my dog Aramis up here.
What's good, bro?
What's good, bro?
How's it going?
Man, it's good, man. Welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank y'all for doing this again.
Man, I hopefully, man, if bro, it's a lot easier to have the energy to do these for a game one. So if they don't get embarrassed, maybe we'll have another one, for each game of the series. But man, what are your thoughts about the Pelicans coming into this series? And what odds do you give them of pulling out a victory?
I give us about a 40% chance, and I know that's probably higher than what most would have us at. But yeah. I've been saying this actually since the offseason that it was going to be the Pelicans versus OKC. I think it really is just a matter of how are we going to basically come into the game. Pause.
Yeah.
I think it's just like, are you hungry enough? Are you going to have the momentum? Like, do you remember what happened last season? Like, you have to remember what happened last season. And that's how you got to play. Like, the stare that BI had given into the camera on the inside the NBA joint. Like, that's the energy you got to come with. Like, it's a matter of, like, are you going to motivate yourself? Because a lot of people don't believe you. Even some of your fans don't even believe you. So it's just a matter of, like, are you hungry enough to make it to the second round, even if Zion doesn't come back? It's a matter of, do you believe in yourself enough, and do you believe that you belong here? And last season, whenever we played the Pelicans or the OKC in the play-in, we were on E. Like, you could tell, like, near the ending of the game, it was kind of just like we were on tired, dragged legs, and it seemed like we didn't have any kind of momentum. We were just shaky. We were tired. But now I feel like after that Sacramento win, I feel like it kind of gave us a rejuvenation of oh yeah, we belong here kind of thing. And like, you see BI, he's getting into the game, like he's showing more emotion than you're used to seeing. And it seems like it was just like, it's one of those games where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I remember who I am. And I feel like that Sacramento game for BI, that's what it was. And I really do feel like we have a decent chance at beating OKC. It's just a matter of, you got to show that you are not the same team as last season. And even though that, they're not the same team as last season either, I feel like we are the better team, regardless of records, regardless of history. Right now, I still feel like we do have an edge on them.
I like to hear that, man. I talked to Antonio Daniels this morning, and he said he thinks he likes the matchup, and we both agree. I haven't said anything, but I think that they're gonna win tonight. I don't know what that means for the series, but I think if there's the game to get, the game that I'd be really motivated to get between game one and game two, it would be game one. I mean, and with the way that they play on the road, I give it, and the time that the Thunder have had off, and whatever type of transition happens from regular season to postseason, how that affects a young team, how that affects the Thunder. totality. So I think tonight will be the game between game 1 and game 2 that they win, and I mean we'll see what happens from then. Aramis, look, man, I appreciate you, bro, always showing up in the super chats. We probably got about 10-15 minutes left here, so I gotta keep it moving here, bro. Look, give me a final prediction. How many games? Who wins?
6 games, us.
Ooh, you the second person to say that. All right, bro. Listen, I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, bro. Appreciate you. All right. Let me get Mitch up here, and then we're going to close out with my dog, Coach Mike Cyprian the Great. Mitch, what up, bro? You.
What's good, Bo? Can you hear me?
Yeah. You in traffic?
My service is a little. Yeah, I'm in the car right now, so my service is a little crazy. I can't even see you or nothing. But we out here though.
All right. Bro, give me your thoughts about the series, man. You think, you know what I'm saying? You think the Pelicans got a shot, man? What odds do you get the Pelicans of pulling off the upset?
Man, I give them Pels a 6, bro. I ain't gonna throw out no you know what I mean, odds and no percentages. I'm gonna just say Pels a 6. I think we gonna come out and we gonna shock the world in this game 1, and we gonna put our foot on their necks. I think we're pretty good on the road, and I think we're gonna just surprise them.
Okay, all right. What do you think? Give me one thing, one element, one factor that you think has to happen for the Pelicans to win at 6. What's going to be the most important contribution for them to make that happen?
Just one?
Yeah.
I think we need Trey Murphy to be Trey Murphy. I think we need that sharpshooter that's going to at least come out and hit 3 to 5 threes and space the floor. And if I could throw one more out there, I think we need CJ and BI to just be superstar and star. We need that 20 shot attempt BI. You know what I'm saying? We don't need the BI that's going to come out and score 16. And when I say that, I don't mean like, oh, he just had a bad game, because we all have bad games. I mean, we need him to come out and just put his foot on the gas from tip off.
I feel that. So nah, man, bro. Listen, man, I'm with you, man. And look, you know, you making me a believer. I mean, you about the third, fourth person come up here and say Pels in 6, Pels in 7. Give me the biggest X factor, and then I got to move on. Give me the biggest X factor off the bench, not named Jose Alvarado.
Dyson Daniels.
Man, ain't nobody said Najee. That's kind of crazy to me. I agree.
I feel like Najee is proving to us that he's going to show up in big games, even if it's not offensively. He just makes winning plays on the defensive end, whether it's getting under another player's skin. I see Shea might get it going. Let me see if I can make a couple plays to get him out the game. Maybe I could get him a tech. You know, I feel like Najee just always comes out and contributes something that has to do with winning. I feel like with Dyson, he's gonna be Dyson on defense, hopefully. But if he can come out and hit a couple corner threes and make some layups, I think we have a good chance.
All right, Mitch, man. Listen, bro, I appreciate it, man. Safe travels, man. Enjoy the game. You know, we'll holler at you and everybody here post game, bro. All right.
All right, boss. Good looking, man.
All right, dog. Now we got my dog here, the legend himself, Coach Mike Cyprian. What's up, man? Ooh, the audio. I can't. I can't hear you, dog.
Man,
a little choppy.
I'm gonna take my headphones off. Hold on.
You muted now, so I don't know. All right, go ahead.
There we go.
There you go. There you go. They said you popping popcorn, dog.
No, man, these 9:30
tip-offs out here in Georgia, killing me.
On the
I
East
gotta get used
Coast.
to the Eastern. I'm still not used to the East Coast time change, man. I'm a
Hey,
Central time
man.
zone dude.
Say, bro, rest in peace. Like Long Live Pimp C said, when he land up in Georgia, he got to change his watch.
I won't do all that.
Yeah. Oh man, let's talk hoop, bro. I didn't ask every single person in here about their thoughts about X Factors and Pelicans and what the Pelicans got to do in predictions. But now, I want to talk. I want to talk the other side of the floor. I want to talk Oklahoma City. So, in all the different matchups that we watched, Chet Holmgren, and I won't even isolate the Pelicans. He's a matchup problem, especially with how their team is set up.
Right.
For most teams, right? There's really just not most teams aren't going to have an option to deal with, someone like that who can move off the dribble, who can shoot the three, who can get to the line, who's as athletic as he is, who's as skilled. It's just not, you just don't have those people walking in the, most NBA facilities. But
unless you Wemby and the Spurs, that's it.
Unless you a Wemby in the Spurs.
Maybe Rudy, just because of the size.
Yeah.
Size kind of similarity.
I saw Rudy moving his feet yesterday against Devin Booker in the corner. Book still made the layup. I was like, damn, you talk something like, what was this?
He had to work for that one.
Yeah. So from the other side of the floor, man, let's talk. What do you think the Pelicans should look for? Or how should they aim to guard OKC? We know it's going to be a lot of pick and rolls. We know, the style of game that SGA is going to want to play. We know what they can do with Jalen, with J-Dub. We know what they can do. This is a team that runs a lot of baseline cuts. They're gonna bring a few shooters in off the floor. They're gonna space the floor in total. And they're gonna make you defend. They're gonna make you work. And at some point they're gonna challenge you and they're gonna say go zone. And what do you do? Or I think in pretty much all games at some point, minus maybe the first game, the first matchup, they made the Pelicans go small early to have a chance, which don't really take much. But what do you think just from defending OKC in this kind of environment, in a playoff setting, game one? What would you like to see the Pelicans and Willie Green, the coaching staff, put together?
Well, I know with playoff basketball, hopefully it's the whistle. The whistle is a playoff whistle, meaning that they're not falling for the SGA grifting and foul baiting. Because if you know you're going to have, if you Herb and Dice, because I'm assuming they'll probably see a lot of time on SGA. If you know you can play your natural play style and not have to worry about getting a quick whistle and throwing off all your aggression out the gate, then that changes a whole lot of stuff. Especially if you Herb, because you don't have to switch. If you start Herb on SGA, obviously, you don't have to. You won't have to make a quick change or bring in a quick sub that's going to throw everybody's minute rotation off. As far as Chet goes, to your point, Chet in my opinion operates like a big wing. He doesn't operate like a center. So you say, oh well, that's a JV matchup. It'll be a JV matchup in position name only, but not in as far as what they do. Do you want JV matching up with him and pulling JV away from the rim, and now you don't have anybody down there rebounder, which means Trey, Herb, BI have got to really hit the glass because Dort and Giddey and J-Dub, they do a good job chasing down long rebounds, especially off the long shots. I think that's a big key is making sure we show up the glass, not with JV, if JV is indeed guarding Chet up the gate. Because, again, they're going to put JV in a bunch of pick and rolls, put him in some screening action, just make Chet either dribble handoff, pick and roll, pin down, just put Chet on the move and get JV on the move, and now just one less big body in the paint to grab rebounds. I do think you're going to see her early. I want to know who we're going to start JV on early on. Because I start JV on Giddey, in all honesty. And if Giddey's gonna light you up role players play well at home anyway, so you got to kind of have to expect that. And given recent history, Giddey's been doing that any damn way.
Yeah.
But at least if you put JV on him, let's just say they do run Chet up to go pick and roll. That's the easy switch for JV. But I do think since Chet is a bigger, Chet operates like a big wing. If you start a BI on him or if you start Trey on him, they're almost like skill, like position, like size. And it's not like JV doesn't have, BI doesn't have any experience guarding centers like him. We talk about what he did against Clax. We talk about what he did against Jared Allen. And I think that's a decent matchup for Trey out the gate. So I'm interested to see how we use JV defensively and what we'll do as far as any kind of screening action go. Is JV going to be in a drop up to the level, or are we going to switch with him? Because we switch a lot. And I don't like all of that switching, honestly, because it leads to guys just conceding switches on screens that are not even there.
Yeah. So what would you do? I know you said that you're curious. The easy answer with Jonas is them run and drop.
Yep.
Or the predictable answer, specifically with that starting unit, right? We know that we're gonna see Larry Nance. We know we're gonna see Dyson. We're gonna see Najee. We're gonna see some small lineups that don't involve Larry Nance.
Yeah.
What do you think? But specifically with that starting lineup, I know you mentioned Jonas kind of having the Josh Giddey assignment and just saying, "Hey, man, if you're gonna make them, you're gonna make them." Yeah. But what would be your goal, or what type of scheme would you be wanting to see from some other perspectives? Would you trap SGA? Would you be looking to get the ball out of his hand, which more times than not opens up corner threes, right? Which teams want anyway. But you got to live with something, right? And I think of like Golden State last year when they played Sacramento, and I talked about this a lot last year. They had to make a decision at some point. They said that the only way that we're going to be able to stop De'Aaron Fox from getting into the paint or disrupt Sabonis from getting to his spots off of some of these looks is we're just going to have to rotate late over to Kevin Huerter. And if Kevin Huerter beats us, he beats us. There's a dude that, had his best shooting year of his career last year. And to do that in the playoffs, it takes some guts, but it's a sacrifice that you had to make, and it ultimately ends up helping them win. What outside of Giddey, what other sacrifices do you think, or would you be looking to see them make?
I wouldn't give Lou Dort the Tony Allen treatment, but I would give him the Tony Allen treatment. I don't think this is realistic because I don't think you can start Herb on anybody but SGA. But as best we could, Herb's got to be a bit of a roamer, and that's probably going to be some early subs so Herb can be a bit of a roamer. Because I do think Herb is best served a point like early rotating. Because if Herb's a low man, Herb's still good enough to be the low man and still get out to a corner guy to contest a shot and cut off a drive. So as much as possible, teams will do what they can to get Herb out of that low spot and get a CJ in that low spot. We also got to think about that too, because OKC put CJ in a whole bunch of screening actions.
Yeah.
Setting regular screens. I was setting ghost screen. And when I was talking about the conceding of switches, I'm really talking about CJ, because I've seen some screens happen that CJ's been involved with, and there's been bad communications, or if the switch is going to happen, it's not pressing up because we're assuming, those guys are assuming that CJ's going to be there. I'd probably live with Dort beating us. I'd probably live with Dort as much as if you could get the ball or have him making as many plays as you possibly could, him or Giddey. That's fewer plays that J Dub's making. That's fewer plays that SGA's making. That's fewer times as the ball's touching their hands. So whoever's guarding Dort, then you got to help a little bit more. You got to help. If SGA's dancing and it's late clock, and he likes to get to that. He likes to stride stop and pivot out that one leg Dirk fade at the free throw line. If you got a chance to get in there and help contest on those late, get a late contest on some of those, and you're guarding Dort or you're guarding Giddey, go ahead and do that. Whoever. Oh man. Say, no, you make me sick.
I didn't do it.
Oh, man.
All right, man.
It's too similar, and
Yeah.
those
Don't worry
situations
about
are
it.
a little too parallel, brother. It's
Don't worry
easy to
about
mess that up.
Don't worry about it.
Oh man, that's in 4K too. That's cold blooded.
Yeah. That's crazy. I promise I'm recording that. Look, no, but
But now whoever's
thought you-
guarding those guys, you gotta give a little extra help. You gotta give a little extra help and let the pressure or the magnitude of those guys having to make shots and having to carry some offensive water, see if they can get to them. And if they make them, they make them. But you like you said, you gotta live with something. You can't live with SGA just killing you and like controlling the whole game by himself.
Yeah, man. Because not only like to your point, not only are they really good, like foul hunters, they're really good screen hunters, right? They're
Yep.
matchup hunters.
Yep.
To get to they might start at a high screening roll, and then they'll relocate the basketball and look for a different angle pick and roll just to get what they want. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. Quick, man. Sip, I'm gonna get everybody out of here, man. I appreciate you pulling up, man. I know you was on, I know you was on dad duty, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, brother. Every night. The game about to start. Yo, everybody, appreciate y'all that pulled up, man. Like, we're gonna try to do this again. Everybody that's from the comments that ended up pulling up, everybody that was here that's on the show. Appreciate y'all as always spreading the word. We're gonna do this again very soon. I will see y'all post game as well with the rest of the crew. Enjoy the game, Pelicans. Let's get this done. Let's get a game one. Get it out the way. And for myself, for Sip, for everybody that pulled up, we out.